You've got people coming over for Easter dinner? Well, we've got the appetizers. You're gonna serve them when they arrive. Like an adorable cream cheese bunny, mini ham and cheese quiches, and even a little dessert.
Our first appetizer today is a cheese ball in the shape of a bunny. It is Easter, so you gotta get a little creative, right? Start by mixing up the cheese. You want it to be super tasty, so add some cheddar, some ranch seasoning, Worcestershire sauce, green onions, whatever you like, and then mix it all up. Once you've got the cheese mixed up, you want to divide it into 4 balls, one larger one and smaller one for the body, and 2 little ones for the ears. And then you can just wrap them in some plastic wrap and put them in the refrigerator. You want them to be in there for a couple of hours so they can get nice and chilled, and then the cheese won't be so sticky and easy to move. It'll be much easier to make your bunny at that point. So we're just gonna wrap these up and get them in the fridge. The cream cheese is ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and make up this bunny. It's gonna be a little like playing with Play-Doh again. Coat each of the pieces in shredded cheese. That's the fur. Then you can set the body on and the head on top of that, and some ears. Inside the ears, I like to add some shredded orange cheese for contrast. You don't have to be an expert sculptor or anything, just do your best. Okay, that's looking good. And a couple of different crackers here around the edges, and then you can serve him.
Appetizer number 2 is another bunny. We just can't help ourselves. This bunny looks so cute on an appetizer table. Take it to your next party and everyone will be oohing and awing over it for sure. To start, mix the mayo, Parmesan, garlic, spinach, and artichokes in a bowl. For the bunny, we're using Rhodes frozen roll dough. Any bread or pizza dough will work though. If your dough balls are larger, cut them in half. This bunny is so easy to make. You just need to arrange the dough balls on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper in the shape of a circle for the head. This is where the dip is gonna go. Then, you just take the rest of your dough balls and make ears, because what bunny is complete without ears? Make them any shape you want, because however it comes out, it's gonna be super cute. Cover it with plastic wrap and let it rise for about 30 minutes. Now that it's doubled in size, take the plastic wrap off and scoop the dip into the middle. Make sure to get a little in each ear too. Bake this for 15 to 20 minutes on 375 degrees Fahrenheit until it's golden on top. Look at how creamy that is. This dip has always been one of my favorites. Your friends are gonna be so glad you brought this back into rotation. And in a cute bunny shape too.
For appetizer 3 today, we're making these adorable cream cheese stuffed crescent roll carrots. These are great because you can put any flavor of cream cheese in there that you want. First, unroll the dough and cut it into 8 strips. These are about a ½ inch wide. The easiest way that I've found to do the carrots is to make a little tinfoil mold and wrap the dough around it. You don't have to use the whole strip. Just like that. They do not have to be perfect, just do your best. Now let's put them in the oven. They need to bake for about 7 to 9 minutes on 400 degrees Fahrenheit. When they come out, they'll look like this. Now you can remove the foils from inside, and you have that perfect space to pipe some filling. If you're mixing up your own filling, you can use the same recipe as appetizer number 1. Put the cheese in a piping bag with a large tip, or you can use a Ziploc bag and cut the corner off. Squeeze it into the roll. Fill it up with a little bit sticking out the top. That's where you're gonna put the little sprig of parsley. Aren't these cute? Almost too cute to eat.
Appetizer number 4 are these delicious apple and brie puff pastry bites. These are the reason they made puff pastry. They're so good. Let's make them. Start by rolling out the pastry. You just need to cut this into squares. Place the squares on a baking sheet covered with parchment paper. Add a slice of brie to the center, then add 2 apple slices. Make sure they're really thin. Now for a drizzle of honey. Don't be stingy, it needs a lot. And finally, top it off with a little sprig of thyme. Time to get these beauties in the oven. They're gonna cook at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes, but make sure to keep an eye on them and take them out when they're golden brown. See what I mean about the puff pastry? It's so light and fluffy. I love the apple and brie combo in these. It's so good. You know, you could change this and do any combination you want. Make them new every time.
Our 5th Easter appetizer for you today are these prosciutto crostinis with balsamic glaze, and they have a little bit of ricotta in there too. These are so easy to make and they will be a hit at your party. Once you've sliced your baguette, you can toast it in the oven or the air fryer. I like to do the air fryer. It takes just 2 to 3 minutes. Drizzle the crostini with olive oil. Now you can spread a light layer of the ricotta onto each of those crostinis. Season them with some salt and pepper to give lots of good flavor. Now layer on about 1/4 of a slice of the prosciutto and drizzle on that balsamic glaze. Garnish each crostini with a small basil leaf and you're all done. All right, the only thing left to do is try one. You don't have to tell me twice. I love the balsamic glaze. These are so crunchy and delicious.
On to appetizer number 6. These mini ham and cheese quiches are the perfect finger food for just about any party. You can be really creative here too. Use any fillings you have handy. I'm making just a traditional ham and cheese today because that tends to be everyone's favorite. Start by greasing a muffin tin. Unroll the dough and cut them into 12 rounds with a 2.5-inch biscuit cutter or a cup if you don't have one. Press each of the rounds into the wells of the tin. Now in a bowl, mix the egg, milk, salt, pepper, cheese, and ham. Pour that into the cups and fill them up. Time to put these in the oven. They need about 20 to 25 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I love these little mini quiches for an Easter dinner. You can take them as an appetizer, or if you're having a potluck, they're great for that too. Ham and cheese is definitely the way to go. It's a perfect little bite. Cheesy and savory.
Our final appetizer today is for the sweet tooths out there. I love carrot cake, and it got even easier when they started selling boxed carrot cake mix. Well, today we're using this to make donuts. You are going to love this. I've got the box mix here in my bowl, and the package says to add 3 eggs, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and 1/4 cup of water. Stir it well to get the clumps out. Give the mold a quick spray to keep the donuts from sticking. Then we can pour the batter right into the molds. Just fill them up about 2/3 of the way. And then we're going to put this in the oven for 15 minutes. While that's cooking, we can make the icing. It's cream cheese, milk, vanilla extract, and I like to sift the powdered sugar in to avoid clumps. Stir that all up. Okay, we're just gonna cover this and let it refrigerate for a little bit to chill while the donuts are cooling. When the donuts are done, let them cool completely. Then you can take them out of the molds. Let's decorate the tops with the icing. The easiest way to do this, because the icing is a little bit loose, is to dunk the tops right into the bowl. All right, so this is maybe the tough part if you're not artistically inclined. I'm not really, and I'm not a detail-oriented person either. But what we've got here is a little bit of this frosting mixed in with some red and yellow to make orange, and green food coloring to make green. So these are gonna be our carrots and the top of the carrots. So all you have to do is just pinch off a little corner of this, then you're just gonna draw on a carrot. Can't be that hard, it's just a carrot. See, I told you I wasn't an artist, but they turned out super cute, and these will be such a great addition to your Easter brunch or party this year. Everyone's gonna love them. Trust me, they are delicious. Thanks for watching. Before you go, click to watch another of our appetizer videos for more ideas, and don't forget to subscribe.